Everybody, my name is Elliot.
I'm Crunch.
I'm Pocket.
I'm Rex.
I'm Tyrone from Backyard again.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And welcome to what's this called
Yeah,
again,
what's the name
Mr.
of the
Rex?
podcast? Because I forgot.
This is called Station Talk.
This is Station Talk, everybody. Welcome. Hope you enjoy your stay. We have lots of interesting topics today.
That's a lie.
So, I mean, Mr. Crunch, you may be right.
Oh,
so to start things off,
well,
yes, Mr. Crunch.
Before we start, can I preface the viewers that if the audio is garbage, it's because we're doing this on Discord and it might be a little laggy. Some people might sound a little RoboCop mode, so my apologies.
Yeah.
You know.
Also, I live in the middle of nowhere, so if you hear birds or anything, that's me.
Yeah, we'll get more streamlined. We're considering doing this IRL, making things a bit easier.
Yeah, we're just a little bit scared. Yeah,
Yes.
we're just a little bit scared of the cough.
Yeah,
right
the
now.
cough, the big coof.
Mr. Pocket is just so scared sometimes. Mr. Pocket just gets so scared sometimes that he makes some bird noises. Don't mind him. It's just his thing that he does. So, as this is a RRC podcast, why don't we have a little introduction of RRC and tell us what it's all about. I'm gonna hand it all over to Mr. Rex down there, and he can tell us about what RRC and its origins.
Thank you, Elliot. RRC is a media company based in the good old Dominion. We make manga and stuff, and our origins aren't really that great. Nothing really too exciting to tell about. Literally decided to make a company based on what I love to do, and what I love to do is just write and be creative. So here's where we are, making stuff we love.
Okay.
All right. Does anybody have anything else to add to our origin story?
No, I was born.
Understandable.
Yeah.
All right.
Some of us did not have that privilege, Mr. Crunch. So
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I see how this is gonna be.
you gotta
Sorry,
bring
I was born, bro.
privilege in here.
Privileged much? Gosh.
Yeah. All right. So, how about we go through and kind of give everybody a background in our history with RRC? As Rex already said, he's the
I had to be created.
Yeah, as Rex already
Owner or
said.
founder, whichever way you want to call it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's the creator,
Okay, we got
the
that.
almighty one.
I do. Okay, so just to let people know my place in this group, I joined around May. If that gives anybody a good idea. I do art. I do a bit of writing, and I help with rule sets for the teams. So I help make up rules and stuff. It's not really that crazy. It's actually pretty simple. So there's not much to say. Anybody else gonna introduce themselves or at least what they do for the group?
I can go next.
That'd be epic.
So I'm
All right, go ahead.
I'm the newest addition. I was invited to a party with
Indoctrinated, but okay.
another fella in here who's not with us right now was a friend of mine. He invited me. I met all y'all at a party, had a good time, and I kind of got involved with all y'all. So now I'm helping with research and making some reforms.
Yes.
But I'm just doing what I can for now. I'll probably end up doing some more in the future. Elliot, you want to go ahead?
I joined a little over a year ago. I wasn't too involved at that time. Didn't really think much of a group, other than it was kind of fun at the beginning. Then I joined RC, kind of got serious with it, and it's a blast, man. I'm straight up vibing over here. Now I think the person in here that has the most exciting tale to tell of their partnership with RC is none other than the big T in the room. Tyrone, what's your story over there?
Well, really, I'm sorry, my cat just bit me. Anyway, really, kind of been with the first big project idea from the beginning, but I only recently joined like the company of RRC, and I do just a little bit of everything, whatever there needs to be help with.
Yeah, so you're kind of like our duct tape of the group.
Sure.
Who do we have left?
Nobody.
Yeah, so
Nobody here. So
the next thing on my grand old list over here of great ideas, is question of how has quarantine affected this group and how has it helped us, if any way?
Who'd like to go first?
I can go first. So,
All right.
I know when this whole quarantine thing was picking up, we started not going to school, and so a lot of my social interactions, because I've used Discord for a long time, but it wasn't really like my prime source of social activity. You know, I like to talk to people at school. That's what I need. That's what I like to do. It helps me, keeps me like normal. Same thing with people on the bus. So like there's certain people that I don't have classes with, so I talk to them on the bus, right? And so with that out of the way, it's just me. I'm kind of just hanging out alone. So it really sucked mentally because I had nobody to really talk to until like a month ago, recently, where we've gotten to hang out a bit more, which is really nice. And I think that applies to most people. It's just taking like a mental toll on a lot of others. So I don't know, just the lack of like social interaction really does blow ass.
Yeah. So my viewpoint of it was that it kind of hurt us as in general.
Mm-hmm.
Not being able to meet IRL has really put a damper on things, like Mr. Krunged has been saying. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Sorry, pretzels are coming back to bite me. So not being able to meet IRL has really not allowed us to move as quickly as we want to. It really slowed down the production process. It prohibited us from working as well as we have in the past. But on the plus side, it allowed us to expand our horizons. It challenged us to adapt to new ways, and I think it has helped us in some certain aspects. It has allowed us to uncover some problems, which we now deal with, and it also has allowed us to realize some things that we need, some things that we don't, some things that we can work with, some things that we're flexible with. So all in all, I wouldn't say it's an entirely negative thing that's happened. It's not preferable, but it's something we can deal with.
Yeah. And like you were saying, how it's kind of challenged us to really overcome things. I mean, we're recording a podcast and a Discord call. If
that doesn't say how it's going, then I don't really know what does, right? I mean, we might do this. We might have get a room. I wouldn't say rent, but we're gonna try and find a small place to set up the microphone, laptop.
Yeah, they keep telling us
interface.
to get a room, but you know what?
Yeah,
that's expensive, man.
Yeah, exactly. We might do this in like the what did we say? The library? Is that where we're gonna do it? That seemed pretty smart.
Yeah.
Work with librarians, they're pretty chill.
The library would be nice.
Yeah.
But we have to choose the days because I know it's every single day except Sunday, which is the day we decided to meet up. Ironically enough, so.
Ironically, yeah.
Yeah. For context, earlier today, everybody in this call was at a library IRL, kind of working together.
Yeah, that was much needed.
It was
Oh yeah,
necessary.
it was very needed.
Yeah, and just for context, nobody had the Rona. We've shown no symptoms. We've all been isolated.
We've
So
all
won't much risk.
wore masks at least once.
At least once.
But
And
I
we
think-
were all in contact with our masks at some point.
Yep. And back to how quarantine kind of affected us. For me, I'm the kind of person that can just kind of I overthink things a lot. If that makes sense. I think too much. Like I'll have an idea and then I'll think it into the ground, point out all the problems with it, and I never get much done as a result. And just sitting around in quarantine all day made that really bad because I had nothing else to do. So I ended up getting a job just so I could kind of get away from that. And it's hard. It is literally just labor, but it takes my mind off. That's real nice, and I'm making some money too, so that'll be good in the future.
I feel like that's a similar concept for me in art, or at least it always has been, you know, like with these types of issues that go on in the world or just in my personal life. I guess I can call art like a job now, but I more treat it like if it's helping my just anything, I treat it more as a hobby, you know, because it's meant to be pleasurable. It's meant to be fun, and I have a lot of fun with art. So
yeah.
All right.
Tyrone.
I guess I'll go.
Oh, never mind. My bad.
Alright. How quarantine's affected me? Well, like Pocket said, I have a really bad problem overthinking things and just terrible anxiety. So the quarantine's made that kind of bad for me. But luckily, I get to talk to with good people every night and work on a project I love and work with a company I love. So that's taken a burden off my life for now.
Yeah. It's nice to kind of get away from things every now and then.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Tyrone, do you have anything to say?
yeah, Tyrone, you gonna say something?
I mean, quarantine hasn't really affected me much, except for just bored all the time, not doing something like the project or D&D. It's very easy to just fall into that hole of being without anything to do with a bajillion things.
I think
close
that's
my door. So
yeah. I want to say sorry to every viewer's ears right now.
Yeah. Can we get an apology up on screen? All right, cool. Thank you, future me.
Yeah.
Wait, what happened?
Oh, it just
That was very
the door
loud.
slam was kind of loud on my part. I put you guys all at the same volume, so on Discord, you guys are like in the middle, and then on OBS, you guys are like at the same height that my microphone is at. So,
Yeah.
but either way, like, I'll be able to edit the audio. Also, if echoing comes up, I will sodomize.
while
so
we're
many people.
kind of, I just realized that my profile picture was my face.
No, it's fine. Either way, like, I'm just recording this with video software because it's the easiest thing to do and it saves me time. But I'll probably just use the audio and edit in like the background or whatever. So.
Yeah, I just quickly.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
I quickly just changed it, so yeah.
Once we're done,
In worst case scenario, you can just put like a little bit of censorship over his profile picture.
Yeah.
Forbidden knowledge.
Exactly. And my thing is that once we're done recording this, I kind of think like, I want to talk to you guys about like what we should do for designs and stuff, and I'll just do it really quick.
Yeah.
But
absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, are we ready to continue?
Yes.
Yeah, I think we're ready.
We got a freestyle. Or we got another topic. What's happening?
I got another topic. All right, so as writers, as most of us here are, the question is, why do we enjoy writing, or what about writing do we enjoy? What is your?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the topic.
He said, Oh, you should just say it again. It cut out for me, but I heard it.
Yeah. Why do you enjoy writing, or what do you enjoy about it?
Okay. Who wants to go first?
Tyrone, why don't you take the lead this time?
Well, I don't really write, but it's kind of.
If you don't really write, then why not? How about something that you do?
Uh-oh, he said doo-doo.
My God, I swear to God, I'm here with 9-year-olds.
Yeah, and uh-oh, someone's gonna get the police.
So what is something that you enjoy, Tyrone? What is something that you enjoy doing, and why do you enjoy it?
Yeah, Tyrone, tell us about your interests.
No.
No.
If she don't want to go, I can go.
All right, Mr. Pocket.
Pocket.
So, I pretty much do two things with writing. I either write about history or I write a poem, or typically a short poem. But when I write about history, it feels really good because I'm taking somebody's story, somebody's actions, somebody's feats, and I'm making that more known. And I think that's something I'm proud of.
Yeah, man.
So,
people should know about, like, I feel like knowledge should be spread more. People need to read. Go out to fucking libraries or whatever, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's a good thing.
Speaking of poetry, Mr. Pocket, do you happen to be well versed in alliterations?
Oh no.
Oh God!
Don't do that now. Don't do that now.
I saw. For people who don't know, Elliot sent me this long set of alliterations, and it is very cursed. And he said, "Well, how long did you say it took to write all of those in my DMs?"
30 minutes. 30 minutes up to 30 minutes to write about like 6
cool,
words.
Because by the end of those alliterations, the episode will be over. Isn't that crazy? Wow, that's
Oh my God! I could read them out to you if you would.
We'll do that at the end, and then I'll cut you off.
But
or maybe next episode.
For poetry, I tend to do like short, funny things. Typically, current events or inside jokes that I'll share with friends. But
do you have anything you can read off right now, or feel comfortable reading off right now?
I don't really have anything on deck right now. I might be able to run inside and dig through some stuff, but
it's all good. I feel like if you do find something, we should it's up to you, but you should share it next episode for sure.
Well, oh yeah, most definitely. I'll have some
material to present
stuff ready by then. But my writing is subpar compared to y'all's, but I'm at least into it. And I think hanging out with y'all is gonna really improve that.
Yeah, we're all very smart individuals, and I think our interest in intelligence, just our level. I'm not gonna. Well, you guys aren't dumb. That's the thing. Like, I don't say that I'm a genius, right? Like, I do as a joke, but I don't say I'm a genius. But I know I'm not a stupid kid. So I'm a fairly smart kid. Like, I know what I'm doing. I'm a creative one. I like to believe I think outside the box. And I don't like calling you guys stupid unless it's a joke. Like, if I call you a fucking idiot, you know I don't mean it. But you guys are smart, you know? So I feel like this group is a good set of people to have around you. So it's like an echo chamber of education in a way. I don't know. Some weird way to put it.
Yeah. Everybody here's kind of got their niche.
Exactly. And we all feed off of each other. And a good
Why do I have my niece?
Your niece? I don't have... what?
My niece?
Your quiche?
Yeah, where is your...
I don't care about your niece.
I don't have a niece, I don't think.
You don't have
unless
knees?
someone...
What? You need those.
Knees? I don't have knees either.
Oh, damn.
For fuck's sake.
Wow, guys. With the peak of...
Or maybe...
I'll go next.
Or maybe it's my niece's knees. I'm not quite sure what's going on here.
Let's let Rex go next. I think he's ready.
As why I enjoy writing, I'm just a creative individual in general. I've never really been one for like analytics and stuff. Except I do love history. That's really the only thing.
Yeah, I refer to you as
I really do.
I refer to you as the history buff whenever I talk to people about you, or at least like.
Thanks. I'd like to think myself as that, but
you and maybe like one other person are the people I talk about when it comes to history, because I don't know like everything. I just listen to you, and then I look stuff up online if I get bored. So
I mean, like I feel like Rex, I feel like, yeah, you probably don't know everything in history, but you know a good portion compared to everyone else.
Yeah,
like,
most people.
it's
I know a
impressive.
little bit.
It's impressive.
And I'd just like to say something. I don't think everybody should know necessarily as much as, say, Rex or myself do, but I do think we do need to learn more about history because.
Oh yeah, that's definite thing. That's a definite thing.
Yeah, you can make the argument that it's not going to help us later in life, and it's not really that necessary for success. But I think at the end of the day, you look at what history has done, and you look at some of the figures that have emerged. It wouldn't be doing them justice if you didn't learn about some of these people.
Yeah.
At the very least, they've earned.
You should learn about history.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the very least they've earned is to be mentioned in somebody's textbook.
Mm-hmm. All right, and what was the second part of the topic?
What do you
remind me?
What do you do and why do you enjoy it?
Yeah, what do you do with writing?
What do I write?
Yeah.
I like to write like dialogue, like person-to-person discussions. With me, I have conversations with myself, like from me and others' point of view. It's hilarious and it's also frightening.
Someone get the mental hospital.
No, but I just love doing dialogue. It's just awesome. That's why I like to write manga, so I'm not good with like chapter books. I've tried and I hated myself every little bit along the way.
So I guess I'm the last one. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I believe so.
All right. I like to think myself as a little bit of everything guy. Like I do a lot of different things, or at least I try them. So I've done a little bit of drawing, a little bit of writing, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. To summarize it into a quick little tidbit, the great joy about making things, pros, are that you get the thing. The cons are the making. Not always. That's what makes it fun. Because in my perspective, it's fun to tweak your words. 1 second. To tweak your how your process of doing how you do something and seeing how that changes the results of the output. So it's the slight differences in tones of how you create whatever you're doing. Say you're drawing something. If you just change like how hard you press on your pencil onto the paper, that creates different lines, and how it's just the small things that I enjoy, seeing how it all just correlates into a bigger picture.
All right.
My nose is really runny. What the hell? Allergies, gang. Oh my gosh.
Allergies, gang.
Honestly?
Oh no! Damn it!
Watch your fucking mouth, man. What the hell?
I'm sorry. This is like the third time I've spilled ink all over myself.
If you're not gonna look it up, I will. Like, come on.
No, you don't. This is poison. Don't do that.
Simple.
Oh, polar bear.
Poison, nutrients juice. What's the difference?
I found a polar bear.
Doesn't 1 gram of uranium have like 2 or 3 billion calories or something ridiculous?
Yep.
That's what will kill you.
Yummy.
I mean, but in theory, if you just gave like really small portions to all the children in Africa, wouldn't that work?
But you're feeding them.
I like this man.
I like how that's your logic, and it's like, no, not actual food, uranium.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying.
It'd probably be cheaper.
Yeah, but
No,
if we're
it's
not using it's expensive, but also if we're not using it for other stuff, we can just give them like the leftovers of what isn't used, or like the excess uranium, you know, like the.
We could do.
Can we move
know,
on
like-
to
you know
another
how, like,
topic,
we have
please,
nuclear-
before this gets even more cursed?
Oh, okay. I was
about
gonna
to say,
start
we could-
talking
we
about
could,
nuclear waste, but okay.
We could deliver it like it's 1945.
Nah, we could deliver it like nah, man, we deliver it. Wait, no, oh no, no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Ooh, I know where that's from, and I don't like it.
All right. So back to the thing. I just thought of a good, interesting thing we could talk about. So, my idea was that, oh dear, this is going to be interesting. So we could go around in a circle, basically, and each person tells everybody in the group what they think they can improve about their work.
You cut out.
I mean, like, yeah. So go in a circle, and then each person tells everyone in the group what they can improve about their work. Like, kind of like in a constructive criticism way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
Who wants to go first?
Who wants to start it?
I'll go last. I just had someone start texting me, and they're like, and I said, "Hey, I'm recording a podcast," and they're like, "Dude, I'd love to be in it. Make me a special guest." And I'm like, I'll see what I can do. So,
just tell them to fuck right off.
No, they have a interest. We could talk about this later, but
send the details to me.
Yeah,
I'll see about it.
It seems like I know them personally. I've known them for like 4 years, and there's someone who like it'd be nice to have them on. So.
All right, I'll go near Krunged, so y'all, one of y'all can start this.
I'll go first, but a bat just flew right over my fucking head.
Oh my.
Like the wooden kind or the animal?
Like the animal.
Like.
That's no fun.
Oh, we have like. At
But
least 2 of them. We have a bat house.
I think how I could improve is, well, simply put, I'm good at research, and that's about it. I can find decent sources, and I can kind of analyze shit quickly, but otherwise, I'm fucking retarded.
Mm-hmm.
My writing, it's subpar, to say the least. I use good vocabulary, but I don't have mechanics to make.
Oh, he's lagging. He's lagging on my end.
Am I the only one hearing that?
Oh, yeah, I hear it. We might have to like we just have to like skip to when it's not lagging. Pocket, you're like robo-copping really hard.
Is this better?
You RoboCop.
Oh, you sound better, but you're like. Oh no.
Oh shit! I'm sorry.
Yeah, you were definitely RoboCopping.
Yeah. I guess I can just kind of repeat that. I'm other than research and really just kind of finding things on the internet. And of course I can kind of reform things. I'm good at leadership and shit, but that's about it. Even though I don't really have a leadership role because I'm brand new. But really, my biggest weakness is writing and art, especially art. But I'll talk about that in a second. As for writing, I have good vocabulary. I can use some pretty tasteful language, but I don't have the mechanics to really use it well. Like, I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. You know that thing where it's like a period and then a comma?
Semicolon?
Like yeah, I never knew what that was called until just now.
For real?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
And I do not,
Are you?
and I do not know what that does or what it's used, but I've never used it a single time.
It's basically a period.
Yeah, I've never used that in my writing today.
Cool.
But
No one does. You know why? Because it's useless.
Actually, I used it in my mock AP exam.
That's because you're useless.
yeah, but
I mean, you're not wrong.
That's an underwater cave.
yeah, but bitch. Beetle just flew into me. But
Just beetle.
What I was saying before that beetle just ran my fade was right. I don't have the mechanics or the technical shit down to the point where I can really improve and sharpen my writing. And another thing I have trouble with is I have a tendency to just I can't figure out when to use punctuation, so my sentences and shit just end up being really fucking long when I'm writing.
Okay.
As for art, I just cannot draw. I there ain't much else to say about that. I remember one year for my science class, I had to do like a poster for like saving the dolphins or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember there were like 3 categories. It was research, writing, and art. I remember I got like a 0 out of 10 on art, 10 out of 10 on research, and 8 out of 10 on writing or some shit. But, that art just killed because I cannot draw. We weren't allowed to use computer-generated images or editing or anything like that, but it's a handicap to say the least. I cannot draw for shit. I think that's about all I got to say. That was a bit long-winded, but anybody else?
I think I'll go last. Krunged. Anybody else got anything?
What was the topic again? Because I completely forgot. I was just listening in.
Like
how to improve one's writing, or like
okay.
criticism.
So basically with writing, I do the same thing as I do with art. I try things. I do things that I hate. I try new things I've never done. I talk to people that know more about it than me, and I read new material. So, like for example, with art stuff, right? I'll do stuff that involves like clay or watercolor, and I hate that, but it's trying something new, and it's trying something I dislike, and it's making me better at it. I'll talk to people who I think are way better at art than me, and they'll give me tips, and I'll show them what I've done, and then I'll look at I will actively go on like a manhunt for just artists that I haven't seen before and art that I've never seen before, and be like, oh, this is cool, and I'll like try and get in touch, or at least I'll analyze it, and it helps me a lot. I do the same thing with writing. Like I actively go and like read interesting stories, or sometimes I do 2 in 1. So I'll look for like a cool comic book, and I know that's kind, comic. They don't have to have the best writing, but if they do, it's a plus. It's a 2 in 1 deal. I like the art and I like the writing, so whatever. But that's what I do.
Yeah. And what you were saying about kind of coming out to stuff, I remember. Now, if you're not comfortable with me sharing this information, that's perfectly fine. You can just skip over this part. But I hired you for a commission of some dude fucking a frog as hentai.
Yeah.
And you have no experience with drawing frogs and such.
Not usually. I've drawn animals before. I've seen plenty of frogs. Don't get me wrong, but I've never drawn a frog.
Yeah. But I mean, you're doing some research, kind of getting pictures, and you're doing drafts too.
Goodness.
Oh yeah, and trust me, bro. I used to be really into like animals and stuff. Not like in a weird way. I used to have a lot of books about like rainforests and the animals that lived in there, and like ocean animals or whatever. You know what I mean? I had a lot of books on like weird shit, like weird science stuff. I have a book about dinosaurs. I've at least 5 books about dinosaurs. So
now all those pages are glued shut.
No, they're still open. But the one about, I got some like weird hentai books that are closed shut. But other than that, everything's pretty open. So.
Oh my god.
Nah, man. No,
Where's the power washer?
Power washer.
Where's my nearest?
My most scuffed book in my shelf is my old set of Batman comics, but it's because that book has been like thrown around like a monkey swinging shit. I don't know why. That book has been through the ringer. Like I don't know what I did, but I must have been like dropping it like a bomb, dude. It's been everywhere. Things have been abused.
All right.
Lizzo fell on it.
Oh god.
Oh man.
Tyrone.
Remember the key elements.
Oh gosh. poor Batman book. Batman and Robin Sunday Comics book. I'm so sorry. It's like a weird combination of like a bunch of Sunday comics and then some like information about the creators and all of it. So,
Tyrone, do you have anything to say?
yeah, Tyrone, you want to say something?
Well, I mean, I'm trying to get better at the useful art.
Define useful.
And doing
I'm
the drawing and stuff.
Oh, okay.
'Cause I do more clay stuff than anything.
You know, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, who says clay is not useful?
And I mean, I haven't really written since quarantine started, so yeah. There's a lot of improvement to be done.
I think it's Rex's turn now.
Alright, with my writing, I think the biggest thing I need to focus on is just trying to make it seem smooth and not, like, choppy in places. Because I'll fully admit that it can sound pretty terrible, especially, like, the first time I ever wrote was literally just me putting ideas down on the paper and not figuring out how transitions worked. So it was like this scene and then this scene with no transition at all. So it's almost like they just teleported to the new location.
I hear you. You just had trouble linking things together.
Yeah.
Yeah. And with me, another problem is the frequency in which I write. I haven't wrote in a long time now, but I've been talking and creating ideas. I'm good with coming up with things on the spot, but if I have to really think about something, I will second guess it to the end of time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And like going back to what I said earlier, I'm the exact same way. I'm incredible. I can say some random shit at random time.
Yeah.
Shit, there was one. I remember this one time. It was really stupid, but I was at a farm for a Halloween event, and I remember we were in the line getting food because we had just been on all the rides. We were about to eat and then go home, and I remember I had this great idea. I was gonna buy an obscene amount of apple cider and drink them all. So I ended up blowing $40 on apple cider, and it was hot cider too. And I tried to chug all of these.
Are you
it was
serious?
20 cups. It was 28-ounce coffee cups filled with hot cider.
Why would you do?
Well, hot cider tastes really good. I prefer cold cider because I'm weird, and I also like the apple donuts at places that do like apple anything. But
Yeah.
go off.
No, chugging a hot drink is a horrible idea. I remember.
Of course. Hot cocoa it tastes good, but it's not. You don't want to burn your throat.
I still have a video of me vomiting in a trash can,
Oh,
but
dude.
at there. But
Hey, can you send it to me so I can
I
put it
remember.
up on screen?
No. No.
maybe after recording.
All
But,
right, all right.
I'll find it. But
If it's not up, we didn't find it, or we didn't want to
Yeah.
post it because it's too graphic. Ooh.
yeah, no.
Just put black screens
But,
over the graphic part.
But I remember. I threw up after 6. Then I kept going and got 10.
Oh.
Then I threw up again. And then I got another 5 down, and I threw up a third time, and that's when I stopped. And then
Really?
everybody else.
Is that the worst like throw up session you've ever had?
No, there was one time that was worse, and this was at a Coast Guard base.
Oh.
Oh, God.
Do you want to explain that one? Because I have a throw up story that's pretty quick, but I'm curious to hear
Yeah.
this. Okay, go.
No, but we were at. This was a field trip we took for
Okay.
RTC,
Mhm.
and we went to the exchange. Get a few snacks before we left, and then we would eat lunch, and then we would all go. And I bought 3 items from that exchange. I
Yeah.
bought 3, and you know how big those Arizona tea cans are, right?
Oh,
Oh,
my
God.
gosh.
Oh,
Yeah, I
oh,
bought-
Huge.
I bought 3 of them, and I think the total came out to like 69 ounces exactly.
mm.
And remember we sat down on the pavilion. The instructors were off somewhere else, and we were just a bunch of kids. And I got the first one down, no problem.
Yeah.
Second one went down messy, but it got down. And I remember my CEO came up to me and he said, "I can't order you to do this, but you better fucking do it." And then I went on the third. I remember.
I'm sorry, what?
Wait a second. Wait a second.
And I think I got three quarters of that down, and then I ran over and just threw up a little bit, like a mouthful, right?
Oh, no.
And it didn't seem bad, right? And I don't know if y'all have ever seen like the cone spray on a hose, like an adjustable garden hose.
No, no.
Oh my.
But, yeah,
Oh, it's like,
Oh my.
dude.
but the
That's my second favorite setting, right behind Jetstream.
yeah, but the second go was that for about 5 seconds straight.
Oh, dude. Nobody pocket the human sprinkler. Oh, Jesus.
It was so fucking
That sounds
cursed.
fucking cursed. Dude,
And
oh,
I just want to say one more thing before Krunged gets into his throw-up story.
yeah, I got like two that are kind of, they're short, but they're really
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, but at that same field trip, I remember it was a while back.
Yeah.
So we were driving the coach. We're teaching us how to drive them, and what they would do is they'd have us go straight for, make sure we were in the channel, pretty deep water, and then they would have us turn it around, right? Well, the first dude to go was, well, what they did is they had a senior go with all the younger people.
Mm-hmm.
So, our senior,
Yeah.
our leader here, well, they told him to make a sharp turn. They made the mistake of not specifying how sharp. And,
Oh no. Oh.
No.
he turned the wheel until it stopped.
Bruh.
And we were going a good 30, 40 knots at this point. And the boat twisted to about 80, 85 degrees. And one of the Coast Guard dudes just screamed at him, "Not that hard."
Told him a hard turn.
Yeah. And the best part was about 5 seconds after that, the dude behind me, a friend of mine, he turned to me and said, "You should put your seatbelt on." And the best part was the windows were open, so if I hadn't had it on, I would have gone out the window and into the bay. Ooh. So, Krunged, you got anything?
Yeah, okay, so I got two. They both involve consumption of... One involves the consumption of, like not good food. The other one is just me being sick. They're both pretty short. So the first one took place at a Christmas pageant at Sunday school. And they had, like, you know how churches have, like the Wednesday night dinners or whatever. It's like that, basically. And they had the pageant. It was really nice. And I was supposed to be enjoying myself, eating food, watching them perform up on stage. The doors were closed, by the way. So, like, there's the area where all the tables are and the stage, and then, like, doors, and then, like, a hallway with a trash can, right? So I feel like I'm eating my burger. I'm chowing down, and I started to feel really sick. So I opened the doors, and I kind of, like, slammed them, and then I just started fucking vomiting in the trash can. That's it. They're pretty short, like I said. The other one is more stupid, because the only time you would ever consume gray meat is if you're eating, like, seal meat, okay? This wasn't seal meat. This was fucking ham. The ham was gray, okay? I just assumed that it was like...
Was it gray?
Okay, so you know how you'll have, like, fat, you know how you'll have fat on the ham, like when you cut a ham, right? They'll have, like, the white and then, like, the pink. That's usually what it looks like, right?
Yeah.
And I just assumed that gray was just a different form of fat, like the dumbass that I am. So I take this, like, one slice of cursed ham, put it on, like, 2 slices of bread, put some cheese in there. I don't even bother to, like, warm it up. Sometimes I toast my sandwiches or put them in the microwave for, like, 30 seconds, get the cheese melted.
Hold on, let him tell the story.
I don't do that. So I consume this cursed gray meat, okay? And then 5 hours later, I'm like, oh, I don't feel so... So, yeah, there you go. No, I'm a smart kid, you know. I know better now. I don't consume gray meat anymore. You know how it be. I think the weirdest thing I've eaten was snails, but I didn't throw up to that. That was escargot was good.
My friend, you are obviously not Southern. A Southern man would never have ham if it was gray. Oh my God.
I didn't think too much of it. It wasn't like super gray. It was like
you didn't think too much of it.
It wasn't all gray. Like it was pink, and then there was like a little bit of gray, and I was like, this doesn't look that bad, and I ate it.
All right, if your food is gray, you are either going colorblind or your food is bad.
It wasn't like a big gray splotch. It was like super like unnoticeable, but I saw it and I was like, I kind of thought of it like say if I dropped my cheese stick on the rug, right, and I picked it up, blew it off, or maybe like put it under like the sink. That's what it felt like to me in that situation. Although two completely different things. 5-second rule, cursed meat. 5-second rule, cursed meat. So, yeah.
Cursed meat. Cursed meat.
I got a story about a cheese stick.
Oh really?
Okay, we really all right. This will be the last story.
Yeah,
and then we gotta move on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a couple years back, science was my lunch class, and I remember I traded some shit back and forth, and I ended up with a cheese stick. I never ended up eating it.
Oh.
And in my science class, there was a cabinet like right behind where I sat. I peeled it open. I just kind of fucked around with it. And, I ended up leaving it in that cabinet, right? And this is a big cabinet, and that'll matter later. But this is big enough for somebody relatively small to fit in. Fast forward about 5 or 6 months.
Oh God.
Oh no!
We're taking like some really big tests into the year, and
Oh God.
Again, I'm a short person. I'm 5'6" right now, and that's not going to change. But I decided to get in there, and fine and all good. And on the way out, I knocked the cheese stick out. I picked it up, and it felt firm, like it hadn't molded or anything.
Wait, why was it moldy?
It wasn't moldy,
but it was hard.
Why?
I guess it had gone so fucking stale, but I picked it up off the ground and I dropped it and it shattered.
Like a piece of glass.
Shattered like glass.
Oh, it split, dog. Yo.
I'm sorry, what happened? The cheese stick shattered?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like you had picked up like a piece of clay, like a piece of hard clay, and you had dropped.
Yo, they're like, you know how like the 3 stages, like you got like gas, solid, liquid, and then there's like hard cheese.
No, and here's the best.
Gas, solid, liquid, plasma, hard cheese.
Yeah.
When it was together, it wasn't bad. Like it didn't smell. It was perfectly fine. As soon as it broke open, it was horrible.
Okay. It's like cracking open a rotten egg. You know, like it doesn't look that bad on the outside, and then ew.
Yeah. Okay, I want to say, after you finish the story, I'm gonna say mine, and then we gotta move on.
Okay.
Yeah. But no, because everything was trapped inside that son of a. So when it cracked open, we cleared out like a quarter. No. So, and of course, this was after the test. We'd all finished, and we were just fucking around until the bell rang.
Yeah.
We ended up just kind of evacuating that corner of the classroom. And I remember the teacher told me, you're going to have to clean that up. So I got sent over there to pick it up by fucking hand.
Oh.
And I remember...
You should have used a hazmat suit.
You should have used like a pooper scooper, dog. That's disgusting.
Yeah. And this was a science class, right? So we had water.
Oh.
We had sinks.
Okay.
I spent like 10 minutes washing my hands before I finally gave up. Because it would not go. It was stuck to me.
That's a supervillain story. You're the cheese man now.
I took like a 35-minute shower and just covered my body in Axe spray, and then I was done.
Alright.
Oh my God.
I'll get on to my story and then we'll move on.
Okay.
So, about what you said about the rotten eggs, right?
Yeah.
Me and my brilliant mind decided to use the 1 pound of ground beef we had in the freezer to make a burger because I was hungry at 12 o'clock at night. Now, I'm not proud of that, but I'm also not proud of what I did next. I was on the phone with a guy we'll call, what will we call him?
Dave.
Bob. His name is
Dave now.
All right, his
Bob.
name is Bob for now until we find a better name.
Oh, man.
I was on the phone with Bob. We were discussing stuff about projects and stuff. But the thing is, I was making the burger, and he told me, "Oh wow, if you put eggs in it, it'll help it stay firm.
Excuse me.
It'll help it be firm." And I'm like, "Okay." I go to the fridge and I whip out an egg carton. Now this was in this month. It was in July, I believe it was, or June.
No.
Probably teetering on the edge of June and July, but anyway.
Okay.
I go to the eggs, I crack them open, and we were talking about some other project-related stuff, and I didn't notice the expiration date of the eggs.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
The eggs had expired for over 2 months.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, these are the words of a
2
wise man
months.
giving you information that you desperately need.
I thought you were going to do like the Law and Order thing that they play in the beginning.
Hold on, I'm not done yet.
And these are their stories.
Yeah.
I'm not done yet. Hold on.
Keep going.
I'm not done yet. Okay, so I'm making this, right? And I'm like, oh my god, that smells.
Oh, no.
And not even just that smells. What is that? I smell around the meat and like, I put eggs in this. Is this safe to eat? And he's like, yeah, it should be safe. And I'm like, okay. And I go to cook it on the grill, and I realize it's not cooking. No matter how long I left it on the grill, it wasn't cooking. It wasn't really cooking. So I go around for, a while. It started cooking eventually. Then I get it into the, I get to the stage where, the grill, it's about to be done, and then I look into the patty, and I see cooked egg.
Yeah.
There was the eggs were scrambled into the beef.
Did you not expect
Now,
that?
I don't know if anyone knows about putting eggs in burgers to keep it, together, but that's not what's supposed to happen. And then I look over, and of course, I discover, hey, is it okay to use eggs that are 2 months out of date?
No.
They were in the freezer, and I looked it up. Yeah, it should be safe. I tasted it. Oh my god, that tastes awful.
Oh, did it taste like ass times 11?
Oh, well, I don't know what ass tastes like, so that's probably it.
Okay.
I can show you.
I can show.
I don't want to see that.
Wait, when you...
So that's the story of how I avoided throwing up at 1 o'clock in the morning.
No.
Okay, so...
You were up at 1 making egg burger.
No, I've actually made...
Yeah, that's cursed eggs. Okay, that's cursed eggs.
I went through a period this summer where I would just wake up at like 2 or 3 a.m. and I would just make burgers in my kitchen.
Oh,
I would pan sear them.
Yeah?
Yeah, and I would put a fried egg on it. I'd put some Canadian bacon on it. Fucking good.
I did that with bagel sandwiches and like ham and shit.
Yeah.
Not cursed ham, but regular.
Oh shit. I think we're getting pretty close to our time limit. Aren't we?
Yeah, it's all good. We'll finish.
So let's go through the topics.
That was basically it.
Yeah, let's finish up the story and we'll wrap this thing up.
What story?
The story you were talking. Is that it? Is that like all you had to say? Was like this is my phase.
That was the story.
Oh, okay.
We could just end it.
Hold on. Ideas, discussions.
I think we're done with that. What would be really good is if I started like a story and then like I cut it off so people wouldn't know at all until next time. Wouldn't that be great?
Or I could just like start reading out some of these sayings I have created.
Okay, we have one more discussion topic.
Is it cursed?
The projects we're working on. I don't know if we want to discuss that tonight.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe
Okay,
another night.
for viewers who don't know, this podcast centers around a group, a team, a company that is currently working on several projects. I might have announced this in my Discord server, the show that I'm working on with Elliot up here. So it's really cool. But who wants to do you want to list them off, Rex, or do you want me to do it, or because I don't?
I'll list them off.
Okay, all right.
Currently RRC is in production basically of 3 projects, at least as of now.
Yeah.
There's NVH, which is our prime rib project.
What is?
And then there's our.
What is NVH?
Then there's,
the viewers wouldn't know. They just.
Well, NVH. Yeah. I'm not going to reveal the full name until later.
That's
but
fine.
NVH is basically a story. Having trouble describing it, but it's a
comic. It's a comic that's really weird.
It's a manga, yeah.
Yeah.
Manga.
It's a sci-fi fantasy.
Yeah, sci-fi fantasy.
Okay, there you go.
That involves cat girls.
All right, guys. Now you know what we're getting into. Don't worry. There's more classy things that we have to offer. So if it's not for you, it's fine. No need to cry.
The next one we have going is called Hellraiser.
That one sounds pretty cool.
Which is a project I'm currently working on involving multiple aspects of different things. And next we have
ROA.
Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Or Residents of Apocalypse.
Exactly.
Residents of Apocalypse.
We're trying to figure out a name, but I did post some art in the server. I think I talked about it for a bit, but it's essentially this show that I'm working on with Elliot. We have 4 episodes, like episode plots down. We're working on the storyboarding for the first episode. We were doing that earlier today, and I might be working on that later tonight. Not sure, but we're getting pretty far. It's going well. I'm having fun. I know. I'm assuming you're having fun too. You know.
Well, I hate it. I absolutely hate it.
Yeah, he's actually he's my slave. I'm making him do this at gunpoint. But
I just like to say y'all are leaving out something very big.
Really?
Fucking podcast.
Oh, this? Oh, it's not. Yeah, no.
It's nothing.
Yeah,
it's nothing.
Yeah, if you're listening to this, you're a nerd. But hey, that's okay. I'm not gonna judge you.
Controller died. I'm gonna get killed by a skeleton.
Yeah. We also have Rex playing Minecraft while we're recording. So
very professional.
My God, leave the game!
I just like to say, I just want to say thank you to all the retards who decided to listen to a bunch of sweaty young men talk about anime. And
there's one woman in this call.
She has a bigger dick than me.
That's true. She has the biggest penis out of all of us.
Yeah. But she has like a 13-inch meat.
But anyways, enough goofing and gaffing. Thank you so much for watching.
Hang on. So before we end this, I have a suggestion.
Okay.
What I'm thinking is, I should just for the outro, I can just jump in the water, and then you can edit in the splash to the very beginning of the next episode.
Oh, I was just gonna. We all say I've been your host, and then we go down the list of names, and then I would say fuck off, and then I click stop recording.
Okay, I'll just jump in the water after I say my name.
Well, you're gonna jump in water? What?
You like being wet.
He's been waiting till like the end to jump in.
Where is he? What?
Outside.
You're outside?
All right. Figure out a way to do this. We just need to do it.
Okay. All right.
Wait. I have one more thing. The wise words of hello. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Keep going. It's fine.
So a wise tidbit of information, a proverb, if you will.
Jesus Christ! What is going on down there, dude? What's happening?
The wise man listens to the fool, only to know what not to say.
I don't remember asking, but cool.
Over-sexualizing giraffes.
Oh, all right, okay.
Okay, so let's just go down the list.
Sadistic mushroom.
All right, Pocket is the last one to say their goodbyes. Thank you so much for watching. Amazing viewers. I've been your host, Krunged.
It's your boy, Elliot, here.
I'm Pocket.
Your King Rex.
Tyrone.